Up she goes. Okay. You want to wrap your rugs? Let me show you how. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, give it one last vacuum, clean it all off, just as last little bits. You don't want them to open it and it like be dirty technically. So just give it one last vacuum. Already vacuumed, but for the sake of the video. It's clean. Okay, so once you clean it, once you've given it your last once over, I mean, you can check it if you want to trim any more things, but you know, usually by this point it's ready. It's ready to be shipped, it's ready to go. I will say before I start this, there's a whole bunch of way to wrap rugs. There's no right and wrong. This is just how I do it. I've been asked a few times how I do it. Hi, my name's Sam. This is how I wrap my rugs personally. I do two different ways, so if it's going anywhere inside Australia, I'll just, I won't use a box. But anywhere outside Australia, I'll box it up. Just that one extra layer of protection. Last thing before I start wrapping this is what I use. It's just like a big Glad wrap kind of thing, and just bubble wrap, make it easy. Okay, how to wrap your rugs. Always, tip one, always wrap from the back, so the back showing towards you. So you're wrapping, how do you explain this? You want to roll it with the back facing you, so that when you roll it, these ends aren't bending the wrong way, if that makes sense, when it's being shipped. So always roll with the back facing you, so when you roll it, you'll see the front side is your actual rug. I'm gonna have another sip of my up and go. Oh, that's good. Na, 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 na. So another thing I didn't mention at the start, you are gonna want some spare yarn or ribbon or just something to, when you roll it up, you can tie it off. I have so much yarn, I just use yarn. We use a pink one today, nice little pink one. Put that over there for the minute. So rolling, you want to get this thing tight. You want to get it as tight as you can. So it's not vacuum sealed obviously, but you want it tight so there's not too much air in there. If you want, you can put those little air things. I don't, but if you want, you can. I don't even know what they're called. Like those, you know, those little things that you get. You're like, oh, what the fuck is this? Yeah. So rolling, it depends on the shape of the rug you're rolling. So this one's quite easy because it's almost like a box. So you just roll straight up. But if there's like a fucking leg over here and a wing over here, it can be a bit difficult to roll. So it's just kind of, you just roll it until you feel comfortable enough, and then you can just tie off multiple times if you need to do that. This one's pretty simple, so I just start rolling. You want to start it nice and tight, like that. And then you should have something like that. This is the part where you get your string or whatever you want to use, your ribbon. I just use yarn, you know, it makes life easy. Plus the yarns, some of the yarns are thicker than actual ribbon, so it works out quite well. Playing you good, bro? We'll wait. No, we'll wait, it's fine. We'll wait, it's all good. Okay, so I've looped it once. Now I'm gonna do the same thing again. Pick up the rug. This one this side, this one that side. So it's double loop now. Now I tie it off usually. For this one, I think I'm just gonna use one strand. Sometimes I'll do like 1, 2, 3, or I'll do a whole bunch if there's loose parts, but this one's pretty simple shape. Get it tied off. You don't want to tie this too tight because you don't want it ripping into your rug here, but just tight enough to where if you pick it up, it's not going to flop. And just cut your extras, cut your little sides like that. Okay, the fun part. This is the part I despise. Put that over the side somewhere. So the reason I do this on a flat surface or semi-flat surface, you can do it on the floor, it's probably the best place to do it. If you have a huge table, that would be the absolute like, mwah. I'm just using a bed. So how I do this, again, there's no right and wrong way. I'll put a little bit out like this, just like that for me. And then I'll start from the end, like here. So it's hard to show. Actually, let me grab the camera. I'll be 2 seconds, right? Stay there, Rug. Hey guys, you come with me. You coming for a trip. Okay, so this is the end of the rug, right? End of the rug's here. I leave about maybe, what would you call that? Maybe 2 centimeters extra, because this is going to be twirled and put into here, if that makes sense. I'll put you back. Okay, so with that, since we're starting like 2 centimeters, or around 2 centimeters out, just enough out to where there's extra, so I can twirl it and push it in after. Then we just roll away. This part's never the easiest, as I'm sure you can imagine. I usually put a little bit extra on the end, give that a roll, and then once that's thick enough, I just start rolling down. So angle your this thing, what do you call it, wrap, angle it sideways, and just start rolling away. Okay, once it looks all good, just come back to your, oh, that's a nice cut. Come back to that, and then wrap it off. Beautiful. And okay, look, you're halfway there, bro. So, oh, tape. You need tape. I'll be back. Beautiful, beautiful, mate. Okay, so, you got your tape. I don't know why I didn't think of tape before, but you know, I'm an idiot, it's fine. So the reason we left this 2 centimeters, that one's a bit bigger. It doesn't matter if you go extra, you're just using extra material, so in the long run, it's more cost. But if you go that side's a little bit more than 2 centimeters, but bro, it's fine, dude. Grab your end. You know what? I'm gonna bring you guys over here. I'll bring you guys here so you can actually see, you know what I mean? So here's your end, that 2 centimeters we left. This one I did leave it a little bit too short, but it's not too bad. Grab it. There's not a right and wrong way here. So if you are gonna use, you know, those little like air freshener or moisture things we're talking about, if you did want to, this is the time you chuck them in here. I don't have any with me, but if I did, that's when I'd put it in. Grab all this, pinch it pretty much, give it a little twist, and then push it in like that. You don't want to bend any of the sides. I'm quite lucky with this rug because it's almost like a strangely shaped square, so the edges are quite good, but if you had like little sharp edge parts, you don't want to bend these, so just be careful with that. Tape, it's your best friend. We don't need too much tape for this stage. The main tape's for the next stage. Tape, I go one here, it goes straight over there. So one that goes straight over like that, and you want one more to go straight over that so it becomes a cross. One down there, one down there. Get all those in, make sure you don't bend the edges. Lovely, one side done. One side done, come to the other. See how I got all this extra stuff? If you did want to, you could cut it off, but like, you know what I mean? Just what's the point? Pinch it, give it a bit of a twirl, put it in, make sure you're not bending any edges, that's all good. Same thing like the other. One there, place there, pick it up, place it under there, lovely, nice and secure. You can do the same thing. Put that on like that, and that on like that. I mean, it's a weird looking, but kind of nice X. And then this part's done, on to the next. Oh, it's so good, bro. These things, it's probably not gonna be a focus. Elite. Okay, last part, kinda. So, I don't even know if I have enough of this left. This part will depend on what bubble wrap you have, right? So, mine's not thick. You know, that's maybe like 30 centimeters, right? It's not long. So what I do is I make 2 pieces. Oh, we're gonna be close for this one. Roll it out, beautiful. Beautiful, like that. So same concept applies here. You want to leave 2, maybe even a little bit more, maybe 3 or 4 centimeters for this one on your outside part. I can do the same thing. I can twist them, pinch them, and then roll them in. You don't want to cut it off right as the rug ends. So this one I'll put an extra like 4 centimeters, then maybe an extra 4 here. Then cut. I don't know if this is the worst cut I've ever done in my life. So I got 1 piece. I want 2 pieces because this 1 piece isn't going to roll around the whole thing. So I just do the same thing. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough, but this one out. Oh, it just doesn't reach. Oh, we're good. We're good, we're good. I found some. So cut your piece, cut your second piece. Lovely. Get to use the scissors again, but hey guys. Come here often? Bro, just cut. So again, this is situational for everyone. If you have really thick bubble wrap, so say the bubble wrap's like 1 meter wide, you don't need to do this 2 pieces thing. You can just put it in, then roll it up. Makes life a lot easier. I just haven't found 1 meter wide bubble wrap that's not, you know, that's not terribly priced. They're all a little bit crazy. So I just go with the shorter one. Okay, get rid of that piece. Get rid of her. Him, it, whatever it wants to be. Get your rug, put your piece out nice and flat. Again, I suggest do this on a flat surface. And you just wanna try and get it even on the edges and then roll it back. Just like that. Now you'll see what I mean in a second. So see right now, this only covers this much. That's why I need the second piece to go on top of this. Leave that there, get some tape. Lovely. Pull it up there. Lovely. On this first layer, I don't use too much tape. The second layer is where you like, you wanna make sure that thing's secure. That one there. One there like that. I could do one more, but I don't think I will. Second piece, beautiful. Again, if you have wide enough bubble wrap, you don't need to do the second piece, but if you don't like me, so this part here that isn't covered, that's what we're going to do for this part. So you want to start it on the part that's not covered, right about there, and then just like the other one, just roll it on. And then tape away. Okay, just like before, you want to do the same thing. It's a little bit more to work with, so it's a little bit more painful. We're doing the same thing as before. We're pinching, putting it in, taping over the top. Straight onto there, then hold this here, put that straight under. There you go, guys, tricks of the trade. Same as before, make a nice cross section, so that goes down there, that goes like there. Other side, straight over the top. Rotate, give it a twist. Mwah! Voila! Other side, like that. Last little bit. So that technically is what the rug should look like. So the last thing you want to do, so I don't know how you guys ship your rugs, but I have a bunch of the shipping tags already at home. I just went up to the post office and asked for some and they gave them to me. Okay, so mine look like this, right? I just get them up at the post office, so you put where they're going to and where it's from. I'm not sure what you guys do, so you can go to your where you post it and they'll give you a tag, or you can print them at home if you go online and get a tag and print it off. If you haven't done it before, I just suggest just go into the store and just do it all at the post office. Okay, this part I'm obviously not going to show you, right? Because I mean it's their address, you know. But so I just get it written up on here and just send it on its way. Last few finishing touches, just put your tracking on. I'm not going to show you where it's going, obviously. Then put one of your stickers on and then you're good to go. I will give you this, however. Oh, so put that on here. And then last but not least, this is just the little extra details. You don't have to do this, but you know, chuck on your sticker. Maybe not on there. We'll chuck it here today. That, and then you're good to go. Oh, there you go. That's how you do it. So that's how I wrap mine. There's no right and wrong way. There's plenty of ways to wrap rugs, different materials people use. This is just how I wrap mine. Hopefully this video helped. If it did, let me know. Put a little like, a little sub, you know, down the bottom, bro. Are you gonna do it? Good to know you're doing it. I'll wait. Have you done it? Thank you. If you want more little helpful videos like this, just let me know. Materials wise, I can't really help because I'm from Australia, so it's different everywhere. If you are from Australia though, Bunnings. Go to Bunnings, that's your best bet. Let me know how you go. Go ship some rugs.